painting on glass for 8 years now, and every time I do something it's changing. The whole work is moving on all the time, different techniques, and because there's no one else that does what I do, glass painting as it were, I've got no book to turn to say how is this done, how is that done, how do you paint a tree like that, how do you make the sky look like that. Think of the normal landscape, the oil painting, the Constable painting or the Turner painting is something that I wanted to try and do, but do it in a different way. The reason why the glass came about was because I didn't have anything else to paint on, so my dad had a load of secondary glazing that was left in the garage, and he said that I needed to use that and not the canvases that I was using. Oil and glass don't mix too well, so trying to make these pictures I've had to come up with lots of different techniques, but the oil and glass aren't good friends, but once you marry them up together and leave them for a while, they get to know each other, they move together and they stick like glue. When I paint on glass, a lot of the work is done in detail on the glass, and then I turn it over, and then I've got to try and, because I'm doing the detail first, making all the intricate details, letting them dry for 2 weeks, and then going back to the painting and trying to find out where I am with the work, and then adding more and more detail, but travelling further and further away. So normally the nearest part of the painting, or the bit that's closest to you, is the bit I do first, and then the work moves further and further away. A piece of my glass paintings, one of my glass paintings will take approximately about a month to paint. We're going back on it at different stages and let different stages dry, and then I have to have one piece going at a time and then go on to the next piece, but I can do little bits of each one moving on and on, but I have about 10 pieces at a time. The way I paint, and I've travelled a lot around the world and with race teams, and a lot of travelling myself, and saw so much of the world and so many sunsets, so many sunrises, all these different sunsets, all this different pollution around the world that you get to see through so many different colours and variations of land and the way that the sea and lakes and trees and everything. I want to try and get everything down on a bit of glass. My soundscape idea of my new collection of work is about the way that I've got individual pieces of music for all the 5 different paintings, so they're all, each painting means a complete different atmosphere that you can get when you're looking at the painting to go with the piece of music. I'm trying to make people understand how I see the picture. If people can listen to the piece of music, they could understand exactly where I'm coming from and how dramatic the piece of artwork is. The detail's what I'm after, and trying to get someone to absorb the whole painting and be absorbed by the painting and move into the painting and be at one with themselves, as it were. You know?